guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Soumya, aka Pretty Paperback, and by the title of the video, you already know what this video is going to be about. Guys, I have a physical copy of this book in my hand. It feels so surreal. I'm just so happy and I cannot wait to read and annotate this book. You know me, and if you have been following me for a while, you know that Better Than Movies is one of my favorite rom-coms of all time. I love Wes Bennett, and I finally have the sequel, and I will just get ready. I have to do some work, but I'm spending my evening with this book. Yeah. So I am finally done with my work and now I am craving something to eat. So I will quickly make something and then I will start reading my book. Finally, I am going to start reading this book. The bookmark I am choosing is this one. I don't know why my camera is not focusing very well. Hmm. Well, like I feel this bookmark is very appropriate to this book. I mean, it is very cute. Although this bookmark kind of gives me a very vague feeling of the book You Have Reached Sam, where this guy was from Japan and he promises his girlfriend to take her to Japan as well to this pink blossom season. He wasn't able to. If you have read the book, you know. But I mean, I'm pretty sure the creator of this bookmark has taken inspiration from that book. I mean, am I the only one who is thinking that? So today is weekend and I woke up a little late today. I already took my shower and had my lunch, and I just want to share the reading update with you guys. So I roughly read around 100 pages from this book, and this is my progress so far. After the prom night, I always used to wonder where Wes and Liz are. Are they still dating, or have they broken up? Or are they in the long distance relationship, or they are married or having kids? Like, what are they up to? These are few questions that used to keep me up late at night. Well, finally, I have my answers now. I have all my answers now. So Wes and Liz moved to the same college, but due to some tragedy, Wes has to move back to his hometown. And while Liz was still studying in the college, so the long distance thing was not happening. So Wes broke up with her. And after 2 years, Wes was back into the college where Liz was already there. And only to realize that he is still in love with her, and he wants to win her back. But Liz is a completely different woman now. She's mature and she do not want to do anything with Wes. She wants to move on. She wants to focus more on her career. So she is kind of fake dating her friend to keep Wes away from her. And there is this whole jealousy point of view and everything. And by the way, this book is written in dual point of view, so you get to read Wes point of view as well. This is a kind of a rom-com that makes you giggle and kick your feet into the air. I mean, if you're looking for this kind of book, then you already have the recommendation, and please do check it out. You are going to love it. It's 3 p.m. and I'm back home, and I had a great lunch with a great cup of coffee, and I was there to shop for Diwali. I cannot even imagine that Diwali is here. Like, I remember yesterday I was celebrating New Year, and now it's Diwali. It's crazy. So we were there shopping for Diwali, and I brought something for myself too. And let me just quickly show it to you. And I think you are also going to love it. If I find the link to all these products, I'll mention them in the description box below. I bought these earrings, and I was so happy to find these Pinteresty cutesy earrings that I was not able to find before this year. Before this year, I used to go to market to shop for jewelries, and I was only able to find the heavy ones or the ones we wear it to the wedding. And I am not really inclined towards wearing that kind of jewelry on everyday basis. So I was heavily dependent on Shein and e-commerce, or I used to find them on Nika. But this time I was able to find them in stores, and they were in an affordable range as well. When I went to Zudio, I found so many Pinteresty cute rings, earrings, necklace, hair bands, hair clips, like everything that we see on Pinterest, know that it was there in the store in a very affordable range. And I was shocked a little. Also, I saw there were few makeup products by Zudio, and I don't know what the review is, so I have to like Google people who are like testing all these products. But I'm little excited to try the makeup range as well. I was looking for a shade which is like closer to Ruby Woo, and I found two shades. And if you're interested and if you love the festive red color, then you must check these colors out because it is exact copy of Ruby Woo and it is under the budget. So I actually broke my slippers and I bought a new pair and I'm obsessed with it. The design, the color, the cats, everything is just so cutesy and Pinteresty that I fell in love with it. And of course, I bought it. I brought this nail paint remover as well. So these are just one fourth of the things that we bought for Diwali. Uh, we While we were outside to shop for Diwali, there were a lot of things that we wanted in certain way, and it was not available with sellers, or it was either too small or too big, or the colors were not aligning better. So we came back home and we ordered everything online. God bless the e-commerce industry. So if I receive them, I will unbox it in this video. And if I don't, then make sure to subscribe to my channel. So let me give you the reading update as well. Guys, it's very funny and embarrassing at the very same time that I'm able to read more in a cafe. While sitting in a cafe or in a restaurant, sipping my coffee, looking all mysterious and reading my book, I'm able to read more while doing reading outside, comparing it to sitting at my comfort of my home in silence and with peace, and I'm able to read like hardly 10 to 20 pages. Like, how is it even possible? So I have read around 220 pages from this book and I am annotating this book as well. I am loving it so far. The chemistry between Liz and Wes is clearly visible, and overall the vibe of this book is YA, and everything is just so cutesy and comforting. Like, this was the kind of book that I always wanted to read. And if you're in a reading slump like I was, then you might want to pick up this book. So Wes is a baseball player at UCLA, and he opens up about the death of his father and everything, and how he was grieving and what went through his family, everything. And it was very emotional and touching as well. So I might warn you to check for trigger warnings before you're actually picking up this book. I am also loving the character development of Liz as well. In the first book, I see her as a very immature person who do not know how to process feeling, and she was angry all the time. And most of the things do not make sense with her, to me at least. I was in love with Fizz Bennett, but Bliss not so much. But in this book we see the character development, and she is so mature and she has evolved fully. I'm loving the character development, honestly. I feel that she has went through a breakup and she's a changed person now. She has emotionally matured as well, and everything is just perfect about this book so far. And the chemistry between Liz and Wes is just clearly visible to everybody around and readers as well. And it is something, it is a kind of a book that I will recommend, like for the 50th time now. I'll say that I'll recommend this book. So I finished reading this book. I almost ran out of my tabs. I mean, literally, I have annotated this book like a crazy person. I'm not even going to lie. I was like, I wanted to highlight each and every line, each and every conversation between Wes and Liz, and everything about this book just screams comfort, rom com, and comfort. So, like I said earlier, the chemistry between the two can be felt and seen by everyone around. Even the friends can see it. Even the readers enjoy the process. And this is a second chance romance. So you get to experience the classic Liz and Wes relationship, like how they started. The banter between the two was so cute. Like I was highlighting the whole page, the entire conversation, because I was in love with it. Plus, this book has so many movie references as well. I'm going to watch some movies. I have great recommendation because of this book. Also, I love how Lynn Painter just gives you the playlist as well, because I am someone who is obsessed with playlist and obsessed with songs, and I even created my own playlist while reading this book. Like, if you want to binge listen to it, then the link would be in the description box below. But I am completely in love with this. So you get to experience the whole conversation between the Wes and Liz through their point of view. Like the author keeps on switching between Wes and Liz, and you get to experience the same situation from two point of view. And the moment we switch to Wes' point of view, I fell in love with him more than I already was, and it would be an understatement if I tell you guys that I'm completely obsessed with him. Thing that I completely love about Lynn Painter is that she gives you a movie recommendation in her books. Like this book has ton of movie recommendation throughout, and I'm going to watch each of them one by one. And she also gives you a song playlist that I was listening to while I was reading this book. Although I created my own playlist while reading this book, like I was reading a chapter and I was adding songs related to that whole situation, and I want to gatekeep my playlist though. But I was like, you guys should also experience the songs, and I'm kind of obsessed with my playlist. And the link, if you are looking for the songs, the link would be in the description box below. So in this book you get to experience second chance romance, enemies to lovers to strangers to enemies to lovers trope. I don't know what it is called, but enemies to lovers in short. Then you also get to experience a found family trope. So if you are someone who ever lived in a hostel or in PGs, then your roommates are your homies, right? And in this book, you can actually experience the whole trope, the found family trope, because the friends were kind of the backbone of this book, and I am completely in love with the friends as well. The friend circle was so positive, and they were always hyping Liz and Wes up. So you get to experience the found family trope as well. So if you want to read this book, I must tell you to check for trigger warnings as well, because this book has few, and few topics could be heavy for some people. So yeah, check for trigger warnings as well. Also, if you want to check out the detailed review, I have posted it on Instagram as well as on my Goodreads as well. So the link would be in the description box below. And if you haven't followed me on Instagram, then what you are waiting for? So I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I loved shooting it and editing it for you guys. And if you did, then make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And see you in the next video. Bye.